Hello and welcome to But Why Though, where we talk about real life questions and give real life answers. So today we have Miss Lakhila Tellis with us, and you all already saw the subject line. We're talking about dead end relationships. But why though? So, Kyla, here's
Yes.
what we look. We want to find out first of all what it looks like for a dead end relationship because some people might not even know that they're in one, right? So
Uh,
so look, so let's first talk about how do we know that we're in a dead end relationship.
okay. Here's my number one issue. When you are still with a mate, you guys barely talk, you don't go out, you're just passing each other, you live in the same home, but it's like the person is not even there.
Wow.
They could be right in your face, but you still feel alone because you don't have that same bond as you had before.
Now, and so one of the things I was thinking about with the dead end relationships were the people that they don't desire the same thing, right? But you're in there and you thinking, well, if we stay a little longer and if I do a little more, they might actually change their mind about wanting to go to the next place.
Gotta love those ones waiting for the change. Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
they've been waiting for
Yes.
years.
Uh-huh.
And what's crazy is we asked the question, but why though? It's like, so why? Why do people really stay in these dead end relationships? What have been your experience? Because I know we've been in some dead end relationships, right? So
Um, I know that some people, one of the number one things is children. If you have children together,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
almost 9 times out of 10, they stay because of the kids. But usually that's an excuse. Because if you have
Absolutely.
an unhealthy relationship, the children see that.
They do. Why do people think that the kids are oblivious to because they a lot of times they saw you all when y'all were happy, right? So then when y'all start doing y'all own things separately, they like,
Mm,
okay, but then they're children, so they learn to adjust and adapt to the different things that's going on.
that's
That's
true.
good. That's good. What
Mhm.
other reasons you got?
Um, hmm, that's a good question. That was the number one, but sometimes just that fear of change, that fear of being alone is another good one.
That
They will
that is
hang
very
on
good.
to that warm body forever.
And that whole this is the crazy I'm used to, right? This is the crazy I know. So I'll stick
Yeah,
with the crazy I know.
yes. And the truth is, guess what? You don't have to be with anyone crazy. You can have something better. But they're more worried and focused on, well, heck, I got used to them doing this, or I know his habits, but or her habits. But
Right.
what fun is that? You're miserable.
That part. But some
Yes.
people are they find a way to be okay with the misery.
Yeah.
Oh, why
It's
though? Like there are more people out, like there are so many people out here, so many options. But then it
uh-huh.
goes back, you said, to the fear. And then one of the other things I think about is people and how they value themselves, right?
Yes.
The work
Yep.
it's like, well, they decided to accept me and all my stuff. I don't know if anybody else is going to put up with me. And it's like, but somebody is, G. Somebody.
Sometimes
Oh,
you gotta take it down. Like, listen, you
but
can
for
do
real,
this. You can move on. You can do better. So it's
yeah,
like you hurt yourself even more.
yeah.
It's unbelievable, but it happens very often, obviously.
Unfortunately. And so we
Hmm.
find ourselves talking to our friends, our sister them, our brother them. And then, but then
Yep.
what the bad thing about doing that is that we put ourselves in a position to hurt the next person because we put up with so much in this broken, dead end relationship. And
Uh-huh.
so now the rest of our relationships are not healthy because we don't shift our focus in what we value.
Hmm.
And it
And
sucks.
a lot of times we do not heal properly. We do not take that break or that time to heal or even
That
process
part.
what we are going through, what we went through, and recognize what we do not want to do the next time.
That,
So,
that part. Because
yeah,
again, goes back to not wanting to be alone. Some people just
yeah,
do not, they fear being alone. They can't function well being alone. They got to have a boo, a bae. And even if
yeah,
it's not healthy, they got to have somebody on their
yes,
hip. And it's like, come on, G, you got it. You could do this.
right. It's
Yeah,
like my thought is like you don't need that partner to complete you. You should be whole and complete once you receive a partner. They should
that part.
complement you. You should complement each other.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
And in 2021, you would think that we would have different ways to deal with the foolishness, right? Because people
Mhm.
still sleeping with married men
Yeah.
and they ain't their husband. They still out here sleeping with multiple partners,
Uh-huh.
unprotected and protected. Either way, you still out there. You know,
Yeah.
listen, if that's your profession, you do what you do. I ain't
Uh-huh.
judging you. All I'm saying is
How
at
about
some
this?
point,
I've heard like on social media and in the news, like when they have different guest speakers, and they say more people got divorced during quarantine because guess what? They were stuck at home with their partners. Like, you don't even want to be at home with them.
that is hilarious.
Like,
Oh man.
dang, when did y'all spend time together? You didn't know who the person was?
Listen, that is absolutely crazy though, but that's the
Yeah.
reality. Some people didn't even realize whether they liked like, do I even like you?
And it is a question because, like you said, some things we learn to tolerate and we get used to, or we
Uh-huh.
find a way to deal with it. But
That part.
otherwise, I guess brothers and sisters and the people that were in quarantine was like, I can't do it anymore.
Right. It's
I
like, nope,
gotta go
no, no, no,
somewhere.
not gonna do it. Nope.
And it's sad at the same time too, though.
But even when it's all said and done, it is still not feasible. It don't make sense to stay in a dead end relationship. All of
That's
that
true.
time you're putting into them and somebody else could be there giving you more of that attention that you need or process like because building we a lot of us want are either entrepreneurs trying to build all of that. And so it's like, come on,
Mhm.
man, do let's stop wasting our time with these people that have shown us that they don't want any more from us. That even if you, and here's the other thing, because marriage not necessarily the goal for everyone, right?
Right.
But even if you're not with someone who you want to build with, if it's somebody that don't have the same ideals and goals and values, it's a
Yeah.
dead end relationship. It don't have to
Mhm.
be not a dead end if it ends in marriage. Like you can be
Right.
in a dead end friendship,
Yeah.
because
That
that's
is
a
so.
whole different, like you calling her sis, you calling him
Mm.
bro, and you
Don't
can't call
start
them
that
when you
right
need.
now, Sheila.
But it's a dead end relationship, right? Like
Yeah.
we can't, I can't call you for anything, but you call me for everything because you can depend on
Yes.
me, but I can't
That
depend on
part.
you.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So that don't make sense.
Yeah, when they reap the benefits, but the other part of it, no.
Right.
It's not an
Right.
equal give and take relationship.
Or the manipulation piece where they only start doing stuff when they see that they losing you.
Oh, yes.
Out.
Yes. They come up with some lavish stories too sometimes.
Listen, believable too.
Yeah. You be like, oh, really? And
Like,
then you
oh my
forget
God,
about
come on over.
everything. You forget about everything that was going to take you away from that issue
Yes,
or that situation, and you
absolutely.
fell into the trap again.
Again. And so then you have to think back. And so for all of that, all of you people watching, when if anything we're saying is resonating with you, think back to how many times you fell for the trap and realize it's a dead end relationship. And so
Mhm.
that's what I'm grateful. I thank you for coming on. What I want you to do is to let everyone know how they can connect with you, reach you, all the big things, your TV show, and all of these great things that you're doing. So I am going to step back so that you can step up and they can see you completely. So go ahead, tell the people who you are.
All right. Well, my name is Lakhila Tellis, and I am the host of a TV show called Activities of Daily Living on the Promote Her TV channel. You can connect with me on Facebook at Lakhila Tellis Speaks, and I am on Instagram at iconic underscore voice. So I would love to hear from you. So please write that information down. Talk to me, y'all.
I am so glad you came on. Everybody, y'all go ahead and click through the shows that you see on this platform. Connect with the people I bring on, especially Miss Lakhila Tellis, because we are going to be doing some crazy, crazy big things. Okay. Her information will be in the 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 bottom part under here. You're gonna get all her information. So it'll make it easy for you. We're gonna help you eliminate excuses and just press a button so you can follow her. Thanks again, sis. I appreciate you.
Thank you.